Welcome, one and all. This is the Ancient Journey. On today's journey, the Watcher. Before we get started, don't forget, if you enjoy our content, hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe. Now, let's get started. In 2014, in the suburbs of a tranquil New Jersey town, a family is about to move in to their dream house. Maria and Derek Brodus and their 3 small children are about to move into 657 Boulevard in Westfield, New Jersey. The 6-bedroom, 4-bathroom house is just perfect for the growing family. Derek had worked hard and become a vice president at his insurance company, and the family, living the American dream, now had a space big enough to flourish in. New neighbors are often greeted with casseroles or flowers, but just 3 days after the sale, the Brodus mailbox contains a different sort of greeting, a letter addressed only to the new owner. Dearest new neighbor at 657 Boulevard, allow me to welcome you to the neighborhood. How did you end up here? Did 657 Boulevard call to you with its force within? 657 Boulevard has been the subject of my family for decades now, and as it approaches its 110th birthday, I've been put in charge of watching and waiting for its second coming. My grandfather watched the house in the 1920s, and my father watched it in the 1960s. It is now my time. Who am I? Do you know the history of the house? Do you know what lies within the walls of 657 Boulevard? Why are you here? I will find out. There are hundreds and hundreds of cars that drive by 657 Boulevard each day. Maybe I'm in one. Look at all the windows you can see from 657 Boulevard. Maybe I'm in one. Look out any of the many windows in 657 Boulevard at all the people who stroll by each day. Maybe I am one. I see already that you have flooded 657 Boulevard with contractors so that you can destroy the house as it was supposed to be. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Bad move. You don't want to make 657 Boulevard unhappy. You have children. I've seen them. So far, I think that there are 3 I have counted. Do you need to fill the house with the young blood I requested? Better for me. Was your old house too small for the growing family, or was it greed to bring me your children? Once I know their names, I will call them and draw them to me. Welcome, my friends. Welcome. Let the party begin. Signed, The Watcher. The Brodus family reached out to the previous owners of the home to discuss the letter, but the former owners stated that they had lived there for 23 years and had never received a letter like this except for one, received just a few days prior to them moving out. The 2 families take the letter to the police and an investigation is launched, and just 2 weeks later, another letter arrives. 657 Boulevard is anxious for you to move in. It's been years and years since the young blood ruled the hallways of the house. Have you found all of the secrets it holds yet? Will the young blood play in the basement, or are they too afraid to go down there alone? I would be very afraid if I were them. It's far away from the rest of the house. If you were upstairs, you would never hear them scream. Will they sleep in the attic, or will you all sleep on the 2nd floor? Who has the bedrooms facing the street? I'll know as soon as you move in. It will help me to know better who is in which bedroom. Then I can plan better. All of the windows and doors in 657 Boulevard allow me to watch you and track you as you move through the house. Who am I? I'm the Watcher, and I've been in control of 657 Boulevard for the better part of 2 decades now. The Woods family turned it over to you. It was their time to move on and kindly sold it when I asked them to. I pass by many times a day. 657 Boulevard is my job, my life, my obsession. And now you are too, Brodus family. Welcome to the product of your greed. Greed is what brought the past three families to 657 Boulevard, and now it has brought you to me. Have a happy moving in day. You know I will be watching. Derek and Maria, who have not moved in yet, begin to wonder if they're safe to move in at all. They stop bringing their children to the house, and their absence doesn't go unnoticed as a third letter arrives. Where have you gone to? 657 Boulevard is missing you. 657 Boulevard is turning on me. It's coming after me. I don't understand why. What spell did you cast on it? It used to be my friend, and now it is my enemy. I'm in charge of 657 Boulevard. It's not in charge of me. I will fend off its bad things and wait for it to become good again. It will not punish me. I will rise again. I will be patient and wait for this to pass and for you to bring the young blood back to me. 657 Boulevard needs young blood. It needs you come back. Let the young blood play again like I once did. Let the young blood sleep in 657 Boulevard. Stop changing it and let it alone. Built in 1905, 657 Boulevard had been the grandest home on the block for many years. When it had gone up for sale, it received many offers well over the asking price. The letters had been postmarked locally but contained no fingerprints and no DNA that matched any suspects. Police staked out the home on many occasions but were unable to find a suspect. 6 months later, the Brodus family reluctantly decides to sell the home. But selling the home turns out to be quite a challenge. Many prospective buyers rescind offers once they learn of the letters from the watcher. The Brodus family tries to have the property split in half and resold, which the town zoning board denies. A family does finally agree to rent the home, but when Derek arrives one day to attend to the house, the renter hands him another letter that appeared in the mailbox. Violent winds and bitter cold to the vile and spiteful Derek and his wench of a wife, Maria. You wonder who the watcher is? Turn around, idiots. Maybe you even spoke to me, one of the so-called neighbors who has no idea who the watcher could be. Or maybe you do know and are too scared to tell anyone. Good move. I walked by the news trucks when they took over my neighborhood and mocked me. I watched you as you watched from the dark house in an attempt to find me. Telescopes and binoculars are wonderful inventions. 657 Boulevard survived your attempted assault and stood strong with its army of supporters barricading its gates. My soldiers of the boulevard followed my orders to a T. They carried out their mission and saved the soul of 657 Boulevard with my orders. All hail the watcher. Maybe a car accident, maybe a fire, maybe something as a mild illness that never seems to go away, but makes you feel sick day after day after day after day after day. Maybe the mysterious death of a pet, loved ones suddenly die, planes and cars and bicycles crash, bones break. You are despised by the house, and the watcher won. In July of 2019, 5 years after purchasing it, the Brodus family is finally able to sell the home at a huge financial loss. The identity of the watcher remains unknown. Thanks for watching, and thanks for sharing the journey.